The hurricane is hitting at a time when a lot of people do make plans for fall trips, especially to Florida. Joining us live to discuss is AAA Texas Corporate Communications Manager Doug Shupe. And you were just saying that Florida is typically a good destination in the fall, but not right now.
No, yeah. In fact, according to our AAA booking data, Orlando is the #1 destination for people for fall travel. A lot of people like to travel in the fall when it's cooler, it's less crowded, but this is a very serious situation for Florida. And of course, as we know, all of the major airports are closed: Tampa, Orlando, St. Pete, and then the parks, the amusement parks have announced closures as well, the Walt Disney parks as well as Universal Studios.
So what could people do if they did have plans to be going to the theme park or to be going just to Florida beaches and whatnot this time of year?
That's a great question. What you want to do is, of course, download your airline's app, because they're going to let you know right away when there are cancellations or delays. And that's a good idea, even if you're traveling anywhere in the Southeast, because we know that there could be, absolutely, because if there are additional delays and cancellations impacting flights that were scheduled to Florida, you're going to get those alerts right away. Some other things that you want to do is contact your airline. Many of them have waived those not cancellation fees, but rather the change fees. So if you want to change your flight, some of those fees to change them have been waived. Contact your AAA Texas travel advisor or other travel advisor that you've booked with, because they can jump in and help you make changes right away. A lot of people saw the value of using travel agents during the pandemic, and that continues with these types of natural disasters, because they are, have access to all of the data, and they can make those changes for you. Some other things that you want to do is check your travel insurance policy. Read through that to find out what is covered and what is not covered.
So is it a good idea to buy the travel insurance?
It absolutely is, because you want to protect your investment. Now, there are some policies, though, it depends on what type of policy you buy. That's why before you purchase that travel or trip insurance, you want to read carefully through it to find out what it's going to cover.
I guess because in recent years, because of natural disasters, because of the pandemic, we've seen that things can be kind of fluid with travel plans.
Absolutely. And when it comes to travel insurance, a lot of people realized the value of that during the pandemic. And now 1 in 3 Americans will look at consider travel insurance to protect that investment.
Interesting. What about if you're not flying? Gas prices on the road, what do people need to know if they were planning to make a road trip?
Yeah, likely there will be regional price spikes and local price spikes in Florida. However, AAA does anticipate that the gas prices will be held in check up and down the supply chain, so that hopefully will not impact our gas prices here in Southeast Texas.
Okay. What about any trends that you're seeing in fall travel? Like, are you seeing people choose a different destination right now?
Well, this is something that really is important to remember. If you are planning a fall trip, which a lot of people like to do when it's cooler, it's less crowded, you can get better deals in traveling in the the shoulder season, but just consider where you're going, because this the time of year, September, October, very busy for hurricane season. So maybe think about traveling to somewhere that's not going to be impacted by a hurricane when you're booking your fall travel.
So also get out of Houston.
Well, yeah, right. That's another, unfortunately we are prone to it, but we are seeing that people traveling this fall is up. We're seeing, airline travel is up. Cruises are up a whopping, 19% over last year. So people do like to travel. You just need to be really considerate about where you're going this time of year.
It feels like that revenge travel after the pandemic never really faded.
We're still seeing it. I mean, we saw every single travel period this year just with record travel volumes: Memorial Day, 4th of July, Labor Day. And so people want to get out there. They want to go and see their friends and their family and spend that quality time. And people do prioritize their budgets to travel, because it is so important to connect with their loved ones.
And I guess people are just, using their vacation days too. They're not leaving them on the table.
They're not. No, you don't want to leave your vacation days unused, for sure.
Yeah, Doug Shupe, always good to see you. Anything else you'd like people to know?
Just make sure that if you do have plans to travel, that you are contacting that travel advisor and you're being aware of when things could reopen. Right now, the amusement parks are saying that they could be closed through Thursday, but we don't know what kind of an impact this storm is going to have yet.
Yeah,
exactly. Yeah. So just keep in touch with your travel advisor. Check the websites for the amusement parks, and then of course, check with the airlines as well.
Get the airline app. I don't have any, but I will.
It's really good to have that because it's going to let you know right away if there are any changes.
All right, Doug. Thanks for coming in studio.
Anytime.
We appreciate it.
Thank you, Haley.